Or jungle outpost, at least before you break the wall, it's definitely one of the smallest stages in the game. So you wondered, is that going to be a bit of a detriment to Gigas against Dragunov in particular? But in many ways, the wall was what allowed Theliolic to take those 2 rounds. But, I mean, we have a legend up to the plate. JDCR, ready to play in his full games.
Tekken 7 world champion has stepped up to the setup, so we'll be seeing the Heihachi Dragunov again most likely, but still, JDCR has really just forged that name so far. They've forged that game plan, that #1 Tekken player worldwide. You know, he won EVO, he is winning majors left, right, and center all across the planet. Looking to add another win to his belt here in Munich, Germany.
So we were at Versus Fighting, right? And we spoke to a lot of players that not only played JDCR in tournament, but played him in, you know, sets outside of the tournament as well. And everyone kind of had the same sort of story to tell. They would say, I never felt like I fought an opponent that just doesn't allow me to have fun, that doesn't allow me to play the game, because they just command 100% of the pace. Because JDCR, and obviously his partner Saint, they just play so perfect, the highest level of Tekken 7, which is why they are really at the top of this pedestal. But that's the story of this weekend. Can someone dethrone the world champion in European territory?
Let alone in pool play. I mean, first round action, but you know, you said it right. JDCR and Saint, they are the competitive dynamic duo in Tekken 7 right now. They live and breathe this game.
They share the same team, Echo Fox.
Yeah, they're doing them proud with consistent wins all over the world, but still, this is a new tournament, new day. 100 eyes, either one to put JDCR into loser's bracket. I mean, round 1, can you imagine that?
Almost unheard of, really, for this.
We might have to just imagine it, but I'd like to think that it could happen. Just for, like, competitiveness, right? Just for diversity. But it's going to be Heihachi versus Haorong. JDCR, I mean, we saw his Heihachi do so much work at EVO alone.
I mean, the comeback, right, against J-Dong.
Which one?
Round 1. Fight.
I do believe actually I had the name wrong there, but we'll just forget I ever said that. For crying out loud. Here we go.
Look at the speed. I mean, the movement in JDCR is just gliding around the stage.
Haorong. You don't see a huge amount of Haorong. We saw him so much in, like, you know, not only the UK Championship, but just the promotional tournaments in general, though. Since the release. Not as much of a popular character, but still fantastic.
Big block on the low, though. 100 eyes trying to move in. Both players in rage. This is a dangerous situation. Oh, and a quick jab from JDCR, stopping 100 eyes dead in his tracks.
Fight.
Here we go.
That's one way to start off. I mean, getting a convincing round.
Love that from JDCR, that hit and run. He's running in, trying to bait 100 eyes to do something. He's not even pressing anything half the time, but now he knows 100 eyes. I'm not to press anything. A big commanding life difference here.
It's just the level of fear he's already been able to enforce into 100 eyes right there.
But just the pressure. He's not pressuring him with buttons. He's literally just running at him. He's daring him to press something.
The ability, I mean, that's one of the things when you watch these guys play Tekken 7, is the ability to lay pressure on thick without even pressing a single button. Like, it really is super scary.
Yeah, you played as much Tekken as this.
Oh, with
you
punish.
can do that kind of thing. JDCR putting on a clinic right now. Pressure. Pressure without buttons. Look at it. Just a fear.
It's because at any minute he could just let an electric rip. At any minute.
It's the pressure.
100 eyes. Able to be a little bit better off,
It's
but no
sidestep.
Yeah, whiffing that Sparta kick's going to be almost a death sentence with this much health left. Oh, another whiff back to back. I mean, really has to be super careful. If there's one clear adaptation to make, it's going to be to watch those buttons. You know, you can't stick out the smallest of limbs in JDCR's face because he will combo you for it.
Still, though, I mean, that is one game up already. JDCR looking strong from the word go. Not a huge surprise, but going in for the rematch. I mean, 100 eyes was able to do a significant amount of damage in multiple rounds. He just couldn't quite close it out. You know, JDCR just that one step ahead.
Oh, instant low parry. Not a huge amount of damage. It does scale low parries, but he's back to the wall, and that's enough of a situation for him, I think. You see, 100 eyes is just so timid to press a button.
There's that quick crouch. Couldn't get anything substantial, but at least fighting his way out of the wall. Quick jabs from JDCR just to put a stop to this pressure. Oh, another whiff punish.
But the second he sticks out a button, JDCR electrics him for it. And that's it. You know, that's it. The second you stick a button out, you die.
I mean, you said it yourself, right? Haorong, a very popular character. You know for sure, Korea, they're going to have a fair share of Haorong experience.
Just that dancing around the mid-screen. Does finally block that one, but still managed to land a clean hit regardless.
Huge damage coming up from JDCR, and once again, 100 eyes back to the wall.
There we go. He is just 100% dead. Another perfect for JDCR on its match point. Quick fashion.
100 eyes versus 100 electrics. JDCR looking untouchable.
Oh! Let's get something on the board. Here comes the pressure. Needs to do a little bit more than that. Still though, a lead is a lead. But I think this is why he does not want to stick out a button. The second he does it, it comes out on block, which is more than better than what we've seen so far. And there's that quick crouch and immediate punish. JDCR seizing every single opportunity. But one thing that worries me is we are yet to see JDCR in rage right now. And we've seen what this guy can do. Oh, punish, but no button attempt from JDCR. But I think that's just mechanical knowledge of just knowing that I could whip punish that, but I'm a couple of steps too far away, so I'm just going to leave it. Oh no! Jab though, not enough. Be careful now, there's plus frames. But again, that jab, JDCR just sticking out that jab non-stop, just trying to check him. 10 seconds, 5 seconds left. This is why JDCR, he's trying to make something happen, but no! A humongous whip! JDCR played that perfectly! And he's going to win the final round on a timeout. I just love the change of pace. The second he realized, okay, I'm sort of playing this sort of mid-screen distance, I'm going to wait for whiffs, wait for whiffs. The second he realized it was 10 seconds left and he did not have time to play like that anymore, he just went in. But he went in safely and forced a button press.
First time out of the day, and it's going to go in the way of JDCR, moving on comfortably. 100 Eyes, I mean, I like the way he played the second game a lot better, right? It was a lot closer, definitely seemed a lot more comfortable, but again, going back to that 2 out of 3 format, you just don't have a lot of time.